Hello, it's the Art Monarch. I'm back again here today drawing a train, a very top secret nuclear weapons Cold War train, and we're using these trains to transport not only nuclear weapons and bombs, but also some other high-tech equipment, and this is a pretty good drawing for today. It took a little while, longer than I expected, and it really didn't start out as a train. I was just doodling, sketching out some different shapes, and about 80% way through the drawing, I just figured I'd call it a train. So the wheels are a little bit small. It's maybe not the best design. It might collapse in on itself, but I like the shapes on the right of the page. They're kind of like, they look like magnets or horseshoes that are all overlapping each other, and so that's definitely a shape that I don't feel like I've ever drawn before. And then there's wires that are going through the horseshoe shapes, and the front of the train on the left is sort of an old school styled snowplow. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm just guessing. A snowplow, in the front to get rid of the snow if there's a bunch of snow on the train track. So that's pretty much what I did here. And there's some smoke billowing out of the top of this thing. There's some different pipes and a lot of just random machinery. What we found out throughout the process of this construction is that there's actually so much machinery and armor plated on the side of this thing that you can't see out. There's just no windows, there's no openings. So we have this one little eye that is sticking out. It's a telescope, which you can see everything. It's very secure. If anyone tries to stop this train, they're going to have a hard time. They're not going to be able to, unless you get another train and go crash into it. But then, of course, you might just set off the nuclear bombs inside. So don't do that. Of course, this isn't much of a brand new idea. These things have been going on for the past 100 years, since the invention of the railroad, and there's not much new under the sun. So we've been putting these nuclear weapons in semi-trucks, trains, airplanes, all of any man-made invention you can name. And this is just the new one. It's the customized Monarch Mayhem. That's what we're going to call it. The Monarch Mayhem, the Monarch Destroyer, some kind of unique name. Yes, we've been in the works of a highly secret train operation, building a cyber station for these new trains that we're about to roll out here in the next year or two. And they are held up by magnets, very strong, powerful magnets in the ground that lift this guy up about 20 or 50 feet in the air, just enough so they don't hit people's houses. There are quite a few regulations that we have not been following, but that's not an issue because the Monarch Corporation has really been growing. We've reached a level, we've gotten to the point where we don't really have to follow the rules or regulations or the law for that matter. So the Monarch Cyber Station will have no problem. We will travel across the country, we'll go from sea to sea, coast to coast, and it will be a great time. We'll have these nuclear weapons at our hands. We're not going to use them, okay? But you have to have these in place. You have to have these systems and structures all around us. As long as we don't leak out this information to the public, we should be fine. There should be no interference with these trains. So if you're watching this video right now, don't tell anyone about these Monarch trains that are being built and flying over your house currently, and especially the underground trains. Those are very high, top secret classified documents. So the underground tunnels, we're not even going to mention those actually. That's not even a real thing. That's just an idea that we've planted into some people's brains. It's just a conspiracy theory, right? But these above ground trains are real and they will be seen. So just don't mention that there are nuclear weapons and we should be fine. But anyways, these trains are very important. You have to have nuclear weapons because if the enemy has them, that means you have to have them as well. And if things get out of hand, then you can retaliate. So that's about all for this drawing. Turned out better than I expected. I like the shapes, pretty interesting. I like the horseshoe looking things that are overlapping on the side. I'm not sure what to call them, staples. They look like folders, I don't know. Look, this is an abstract drawing. There's a lot of different random shapes that have been put together. If you're new here, that's what this is. From time to time, I will take real concepts or actual parts from machines and then interlock them with other imagined parts. But for the most part, I just like putting different shapes together, and it's just satisfying, it's fun, and I like seeing what I can do with the different techniques that I've learned, which are very simple actually. It's just dots and lines. It looks complicated, but really it's pretty simple.